Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. So, in the past week or so, we've seen the new PM sworn in. We've also seen the cabinet sworn. It's my understanding beginning next week, we're going to see the Prime Minister put on this government's policy statement, which, to the best of my knowledge, will then trigger the mechanism which kicks off the 120-day countdown to the dissolution of the House and calling for new elections. So, all good things, I think, by any metric. I've made my biases clear on this channel in the past. I think Anutin's a good guy. I think he's probably going to be good for the country. I think 4 months of anybody, probably can't be that bad, frankly. I like that this government has a time limit on it to some extent. There's something about that it gives it certainty. It'll only work on specific things. And we have a clear horizon for when we're going to get another election. I like that. Now, that said, the reason for the video is, one, I get into deep dive analysis in our paid news service. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to email media@integrity-legal.com, and you can get on the mailing list to learn about this stuff. I'm going to go deep into this, especially as it pertains to immigration, in a video I'm making contemporaneously with this one. Meanwhile, the thing to take also away from this video is politics here can have a major impact on immigration, and I get into that in deeper dive analysis, and there's even bigger implications than politics actually going on now, as I'll get into in that video. I'm thinking of calling it the two immigrations, and I think folks that are interested in immigration, sort of the history of immigration law and policy, this is going to be very much a waterfront video where I explain all of this stuff and where I think that this is going, because I think we've had a paradigm shift in immigration. Again, if you're interested in the paid content, media@integrity-legal.com. Also, while I'm talking my book, my better half and I have set up a restaurant here in downtown Bangkok, Pancake Palace, as the name implies, breakfast anytime, as well as American diner-style food. Put up some photos for folks to see. That said, we've also got cheeseburgers, hamburgers, buffalo wings, chili bowls. Link is in the description below to get to us. Google Maps link below, also a link to get to us by Grab if you want to use Grab to get to us by ride hailing. We'd be happy to see you over at the Pancake Palace. But that said, back into the main focus of this video and the reason for the thumbnail. A wiser man than myself, quite a while ago, in fact, in my first 2 or 3 years here in Thailand, he actually gave me kind of an interest. He was very much a mentor, and also gave me kind of an interest in Thai politics and gave me some insight that I think maybe other foreigners didn't really see at the time. And I've noticed certain through lines of his and little adages that he's come up with over the years, or back then, have held true throughout this time. And I remember joking with him one day. We were talking about Bhumjaithai. This is going back like 15, maybe 16, 17 years ago. After Bhumjaithai was formed, we were talking one time about, no matter what happens, the Bhumjaithai party always seems to figure out how to be in the best position for themselves and their constituency within any given parliament. And we both started chuckling because we started thinking of the scene from the movie Bad Boys, which is what the thumb is based on, is the film Bad Boys. We'll even put the thumb up here real quick. There's this great line, or scene, if you will, in Bad Boys where Will Smith's character is talking to Martin Lawrence's character, and Will Smith's character is supposed to be like independently wealthy but chooses to be a cop because he's like an action junkie or something like this. And there's this scene where Martin Lawrence is going on about how, he's sort of like not a real cop because he's not in it for the paycheck or whatever, and he goes, people tend to think Mike Lowry going to be all right, and it's just kind of giving him a little bit of grief about basically his independent wealth, if you will. But I just like that line. They tend to think Mike Lowry going to be all right. It's like Bhumjaithai. And we started chuckling about that years ago. And it's been a running theme of my observation of Thai politics is they tend to think Bhumjaithai going to be all right. And that's what we've seen a culmination of in the past roughly month and a half. And I think we're going to continue to see it playing out through the next 4 months and likely through the next election. They tend to think Bhumjaithai going to be all right. And that's how it looks like it's going to be moving forward here in Thailand politically. At least That's what I can see in the immediate horizon, the, if you will, foreseeable future. That said, exactly how it plays out in the not foreseeable future remains to be seen, and we'll certainly be keeping you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.